everyone. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a decent start to your week. I was laughing at a Instagrammer that I watch. He does corporate content, and I always like watching it because I worked in the corporate world or work in the corporate world. And he's like, "Oh, this is the 16th Monday of January." Like, it's just been such a long week, long month already, I guess. But yeah, so I hope everyone survived the day. Glad you could all be here. Let me know, ladies in the panel, what are you reading? Tiffany, let's start with you.
I am reading Hail to the Chef, and I am reading. I'm like 92% in Merit Badge Murder, so I will be finishing that first. It's the first book in the Mary Wrath series by Leslie Langtree.
Okay.
It is very funny, but it's not. It's definitely cozy adjacent, but I mean, it's been labeled a cozy mystery, but again, it's an older one. It's still going, but like there's 38 books or 36 or something like that. So, but it's not the coziest cozy, but I am enjoying it. I think it's very funny. And then on romance, I'm reading, what is it called? Yours to Keep or something like that. It's the first in a series. I don't know what the series is called, but it's an author I've never read before, and it's a small town in Idaho. And the main female character, works on family owns like a dude ranch, and the main male character is a TV screenwriter, and he's been sent there to write like a family drama about westerns or something like that. And it's really cute so far.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Roxie.
I am still reading Brimstone by Callie Hart. 86% into it, but it's like 100 pages left. And it's getting down. I want to know what happens, but I heard it does end on a cliffhanger because I don't know when the third book comes out. But it's gonna, whatever it ends on, I'll probably be upset because I'll be ready for the third book and I can't get to it. What about you, Socks?
I am reading A Sawyer by Jessica Peterson.
Ooh,
It
yeah,
is.
I read Cash.
Okay, this is book 3 in Lucky River Ranch. I saw it at the library and they had 3 of the books and I grabbed them and Cash wasn't one of them. And I was under the impression that this was book 2. Come to find out, of course, that Wyatt was book 2. So I'll just have to go back and read that after I'm done with this. It's fun. It's like, it'll keep you occupied if you're desperately waiting for the next Elsie Silver novel to come out. Stormi?
I have actually, I kind of went over a little bit in my chapters for Web of Evil because mine is so messed up. Like, it doesn't do any chapters. And I was stacking wood earlier, and I was just really into listening to it. And then I thought, crap, I forgot to like look where I'm at. And I was like, change over to the other audio. But I still think that the Allie Reynolds series so far is kind of like a gritty cozy. And Allie Reynolds is really annoying because she does those stupid things that you just want to smack her upside the head for. She just, it's just aggravating. But because it came out like the early 2000s, that's why I said it's like kind of cozy adjacent or like a grittier cozy, because before cozies were actually coined or whatever. And I'm listening to Unsub by Meg Garner, and I'm about halfway through that. And I have my eyeball ones if I feel inclined.
Nice.
Wait, what was that? Oh.
I think you're going to be really annoyed with me, Storm.
Uh-oh.
Because the author that I picked for February
is
Margaret Way.
Well, I'm saving my book then. I'm saving my book for next month.
I love the cover of that one. It's pink. It's February. And I just thought because she's an Australian author and she's written like back in the 70s, and I thought it'd be.
Well, it was the one that got the most.
Sorry.
It's the one that got the most votes whenever I asked people to vote on it.
Because I think I voted on it too, because I have a copy of
You
it.
did.
And they made me buy a copy, so now I have a copy.
So, but Roxie and I are going to be buddy reading it in February. Just read it real slow, Storm, like a page a day.
Well, I mean, I'm only on like page 24, so
That's what I get for being behind in vlogs and stuff.
yeah.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Well, that's enough, I suppose. I got a whole bunch of stuff on the go, but tonight I'm going to be concentrating on finishing the very, very, highfalutin book that I'm reading, Marianne Saves the Day, the 4th book in the Babysitters Club series. I'm going to get that done today, and I would really like to get done tonight before I go to bed, State of the Onion, because I would really like to get that one done. I've been reading it for over a week, and I just it's a fast read, but I'm not picking it up, and I just want to get it done. You know what I mean? So I can get it back to the library for the next person. So, and I am enjoying it. I want to find out the whodunit and all that stuff. So, yeah. Comments. Melmac. Hi, everyone. Stay tuned for the Around the World Readathon's February destination announcement. Shall we share it now?
Your paper.
It is Italy. Italy is for the month of February. Very exciting.
I
Pizza,
guessed
your
it.
pasta.
I guessed it right. Yay.
Yep.
Good for you. I
You
forgot
did it.
to go and guess.
I wasn't sure, but then I scrolled down and went, oh, Stormi got it right. Yay.
I forgot to guess, and I love guessing.
She's making fun of me because I would guess Italy all the time. That's why she's like, it's finally.
Finally.
Now you're gonna have to find. You're gonna have to find a new shtick.
I am. I'm gonna have to because every time it always sounded like Italy, so I was like Italy.
Eventually, you were going to be right.
I was.
Right? That's hilarious. And Melmac says, I'm currently reading Newlyweds Can Be Knocked Off by Amanda Flower, number 6 in the Amish Matchmaker. I'm still on this book because I haven't read much this past week. I'm hoping to finish it by end of day tomorrow. Wonderful.
Nice.
Pat Sears says, good evening, everyone. I'm reading Crossfire Creek Rescue by Dolores Fawson, an intrigue novel. I started it today and cannot put it down. Fantastic. And as usual, our cheerleader, Pat, she says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Pat. And she also says, I am going to be in and out of this sprint tonight. No problem at all, Pat.
I plan to be in and out of consciousness, so yeah. It was a busy day. It was a busy day.
Yep. Mary Jo says, happy Monday, everyone. I'm still reading 9 Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty. Excellent. And she said dinner was chicken fajitas. I think that's what that is.
Excellent.
Delicious. Anita says, good evening, everyone. Tonight I'm hopefully finishing Hail to the Chef by Julie Hines. How do you say her last name? Does anybody know?
I think it's Heisey.
I thought it was Heisey, but I'm not sure.
Heisey?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. I should go and listen to the beginning of the Audible book, like the preview, just to hear how they say her name.
Yeah.
Cajun says, hi, everyone. I am reading Managed Mayhem, Nightsmith Novelties, number 1. Wonderful.
Question: reading or living? Because I feel sometimes like I'm living Managed Mayhem.
Basically. Brian's here. Hey, y'all. I'm rereading The Murder on the Links. Ooh, wonderful, by Agatha Christie. I finished The Ballerina's Secret by Terry Wilson last night. Yay! And liked it. Still a little too spicy for me, though, but that's okay. Oh, bless your heart, Brian. I'm not laughing. It's just because Terry Wilson is like a closed-door author.
Yes.
I think Brian needs to try a Tessa Bailey.
I love to know, Brian, why do you watch me? Because I'm very spicy.
Yeah, but you're not open door shenanigans spicy.
No, I try to be careful.
I read more.
I try to be careful when I talk on my channel about my books. I just don't want to be on there like giving y'all the descriptions.
And I don't do that because I have been demonetized for that.
Yeah.
That's why I say adult time.
Yeah. Because some people might not like that. I mean,
no.
That's why I have that as a separate series. I do that as bargain counter argument after hours, just so it's very clearly marked and easily skippable.
Yes, yes, absolutely. But that's adorable. I'm so glad. Thank you, Brian. I really appreciate you participating in the Category Romance Book Club. Even if it was a little out of your comfort zone, I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
I think he would have liked the dog one better that I did. I don't think that it had really any kind of.
No, it didn't. No, not
No.
no. It was cute. I liked it.
Yeah,
It was a really
very,
cute
very
story.
sweet. I thought so.
Missy,
It
It did
kinda
start
Hallmark,
it made me
right?
sad too, though.
Yeah, it was very Hallmarky. I thought.
Yeah.
yeah, the one that I'm reading now is very similar, very Hallmarky. Sorry, Missy, but you keep talking.
I do want to read The Perfect Pass. That's like one I really
It
want to get
is
to.
so
soon.
good. Oh my! I actually got teary-eyed this afternoon reading part of it.
Reading what?
The Perfect
Reading
Pass
part
by
of The
Terry
Perfect Pass.
Wilson.
Yeah,
I still can't. You said the title just as Tiffany sneezed. I'm like, I still can't hear you. The what by Terry Wilson?
The Perfect Pass.
Oh, okay. The football one for people who like football and for people
And
who
who
don't
don't
like
like
I
football.
like football.
For both.
I picked up a Terry Wilson book at the. Oh my goodness, are you okay there?
Yeah, I'm good.
I
Bless
think
you, Tiffany, by the way.
Tiffany's
He's allergic to the
them,
phrase
so-
Terry Wilson.
She's allergic to the cat.
to the cat. There's
Missy.
two of them. There's one here and there's one.
Oh.
It's Missy. And
Yeah,
there's
double
Bella.
trouble. Double.
Hey, Bella.
I picked up a Terry Wilson book today at the bookstore,
Mm,
but it's on the other side of the room.
okay.
So I could go get it, or I could wait until the sprint.
Wait till the sprint, and then you let us know what it is, because I'm interested to see.
It's not a category, though, is the problem.
Oh, that's okay. There's one lady in there who read one that wasn't category because she couldn't get a hold of one. So that's fine. If that's all you can do, then you're still participating, in my opinion.
Well, I might get to the library and pick up a category. It's just like they're not at any of the local libraries. I'd have to happen to be near a further afield library.
Sure. Oh, I understand. Esther Jane. She says, I finished the next 5 Allie Reynolds chapters for today. Allie is driving me nuts. Went back to reading Death Below the Stairs, Kay Holloway Victorian Mystery series by Jennifer Ashley. Wonderful.
Since Esther Jane, since you have read today's chapters, I'm going to go ahead and put everything in one email. And I'm going to send you the thoughts from yesterday and today, since you're done. So, makes it easy.
There you go. Hello. What is this? I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names. Lauren, thank you so much. Lauren, good evening. We are skipping karate tonight, so I get to join during the week for once. Yay! I'm reading 2 books tonight. Code Brown by Graham Parker. The Hoofga, I'm not sure what that is. And Grounds for Murder by Tara Lush. I love Grounds for Murder.
I love Grounds for Murder. And Code Brown is not a great name for.
I started laughing. Cole Brown.
It gives me certain automatic thought in my head.
I remember when I was in the hospital, you hear all the codes come through for the whole hospital. It was really annoying. But there is a Code Brown, and I think it came through one time, and I remember looking it up on my phone, trying to figure out, I can't remember what it was now for the life of me, but I remember thinking the same thing at the time, going, they really call that out? Cav says, good evening. I'm starting a Regency spy mystery tonight. Oh, fantastic. A Scheming in Parliament by Erica Vettish, I think. And Mel Mack is asking, Lauren, is Grounds for Murder the first one? Yes, I think it is. I really like the first book in that series. Can you please sit or something?
That series is fantastic.
I wish it had been longer than 3 books.
I just looked it up, Sarah. A Code Brown is chemical fumes or a toxic spill.
Thank you. That's what it was. Which I guess would work for either one that we're thinking.
Or a Code Brown is what happens if you're near one of those.
Right.
It's what happens to you.
Yeah.
Because you get scared.
Missy, I'm hosting tonight, which means I need to touch the mouse and stuff.
No, you're sneezing. What the heck, Gabby?
And Lauren says, yes, it is. Hello, Kat.
Hi, Kat.
She says, hello, everyone. I'm reading The Wastelands by Stephen King, book 3 in the Dark Tower series.
I picked up a couple of Dark Tower books today at the used bookstore to fill out my collection.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Oh, so speaking of picking up books, my husband has gotten big into this whole AI thing, and he's like spends all day creating like little weird videos and stuff of the cats doing this. He's created like these like profiles as if he's going to do a YouTube channel, and he's going to be like the husband of the category romance reader, and he's going to read them as well. And he's showing me like these like images, and I'm like, how about read one of the books and then we'll talk, because I would love for him to pick up one of the category romance books and read them. Here's one by so and so. Try this one.
There's a really funny guy that has a channel like that. His channel's called like, well, I don't know if it's a channel. He has a TikTok, but he might have a channel too. But it's called like Book Trophy Husband or something like that.
Nice.
And he's like, I thought my wife read sweet romances, and then I picked up, and he's very funny. He does it in such a witty way, but he talks about the books that are on her Kindle. It's very good. I love it. I think that he should do that. I think that would be a great channel. I was telling Kevin he should do that. Like, and he would never. He is not interested. But I'm just like, I just think it's so funny. But I think Garrett should.
Well, he's thinking about starting a channel because he's been doing a lot of reading so far already this year. And actually, it reminded me so much of Brian. I thought Brian and Garrett would be like a great team up, because the image he had was him, like Garrett dressed as Sherlock Holmes in a way, with George, our orange cat. So it was G&G Reads or something like that, like Garrett and George. And I'm like, oh my God, you and Brian and Casper and George would have like a channel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would be hilarious.
That is funny.
But I keep encouraging him to do it. I'm like, do something with your time, you know?
What does he read?
He reads a lot of, what has he been working his way through? He read The Road by Cormac McCarthy this year. He said very depressing. He reads a lot of Stephen King. He loves the Reacher series.
Does he read Star Wars?
Fit in with a lot of some of you guys, you know?
Does he read Star Wars?
Oh God, yes. He's read all of them. But he won't read the new stuff because it's not canon.
Yeah.
So...
I'm reading Brian's comment.
Huh?
I'm reading Brian's comment that just came in and made me giggle.
I'll get to it. Right. Where were we? Yes, Missy, I see you, sweetheart. You're laying right there. I can't move because you're stuck. Amy says, hi all. Tonight I'm listening to Do or Die and completing my vision board for 2026, or at least I hope to. Fantastic.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yes. And Cajun says, I spy Kairu's little ears.
Oh, Bobby. Yeah.
Emily, hi, Emily. I finished The Correspondent this morning. Wonderful. 5 out of 5 stars. The audiobook was so good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. And she also says, I have 19 pages left and most eligible. 2 stars, maybe a 1.5. Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh, dang.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Yes, hi, Missy. Yes, sweetheart. You're very sweet. Amy says, hi everyone. Hi, Kairu. I'm still reading Birds of a Feather by Jacqueline Winspear and Winter Warning by Danica Winters. Wonderful. And Kristen says, hi friends. I'm on for a brief bit before my healthy balance class. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Oh, Kristen influenced me. I got this self-care journal workbook thing because she was talking about the one her mom got her for Christmas on her channel. So,
oh, cool. That's nice.
It's not the same one, but it's similar.
Nice. She's not to be ugly, but the typing sound is loud. What typing sound do you hear, Eric? Do you guys hear anything?
No.
Okay.
Probably me. Sorry.
Oh, maybe it was me when I was... No, I don't know.
Don't worry about it, ladies. It is what it is. Noise is noise.
Next time I type, I will remember to mute.
No problem.
No, problem. I'm like...
Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Nope. Kim says, hey, y'all. Finished Mrs. Claus and the Very Vicious Valentine this afternoon. I'm not sure if I'm reading tonight, trying to watch tribute videos to Adam the Woo, the vlogger who passed away. Okay. Missy. This cat's driving me insane. Could you go get stuck in a paper bag or something, please? Thank you.
Missy.
I know. And Anita says, "Hi, Kairu."
I'm like Kairu.
Yeah.
Love to Kairu.
Yeah.
And Kim says, "Before Christmas, yes, he passed. His dad is starting his channel back up. That's cool."
Yes.
And Rena says, "Hi, all. Still reading Cursed Daughters by an author whose name I can't pronounce. The one who wrote My Sister's a Serial Killer. I think that's what somebody said yesterday. Yes." And Tanya says, "Hi, all. I'm reading It Found Us by Lindsay Curry. It's got one creepy cover. Yes, it does. I haven't read that one yet. Stormi, you read that one, right? You're on mute, sweetie.
You mute again.
Just take yourself on mute.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
No, It Found Us. You read It Found Us, right? Cajun says, "Storm, just put it down until next month." Yeah. The Margaret Way book.
She said you're only 24 pages in.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And Cajun says, "I did that when I started a book and then saw it worked for what was an upcoming prompt for the Goodreads challenge last year." Oh, that's funny. And Kat says, "Yes, I griped about Allie Reynolds in our group chat."
Is Allie Reynolds the writer or the character?
I guess the character?
The character.
Yeah. Yeah, you're part of that buddy read, aren't you, Roxie?
No, because I'm like way far behind. I'm still waiting on the second Beaumont book. The second Beaumont book, I still have it on hold.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm too far behind. I'll never catch up.
You're speed reading just to get caught up. Amy says, "Yes, I agree with Cajun on Storm putting down the book." And Emily says, "Tiffany, I messaged you on Discord about Most Eligible."
I will check it out. Thank you.
And Jenny says, "Hi, everyone. I still have no idea what I'll be reading tonight. Still browsing." Wonderful.
I could, I guess, pick up the Dragon Island one. It got voted on too, but
It's up to you. I'm only teasing Storm. I didn't even realize at the time. I was just like, "Oh, this author," and then I'm like, "Oh no." Cajun says, "Would have been funny if Storm guessed a different country this month."
The 1 month she goes. The 1 month she goes for Portugal.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Emily says, "Italy makes sense because Olympics." Is there Olympics on? I don't follow sports ball. "I love even number years because I'm a huge fan of the Olympics." Oh, I'm so glad. Is it a summer or winter Olympics this year?
Winter.
It's winter, and it's
winter? Okay, thank you.
It's Milan. It's kind of like jointly Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo in northern Italy, Italian Alps.
I was gonna say, because when I picture Italy, I don't picture snow. That's why I asked.
They have some of the best winter athletes skiing in the world.
That's my ignorance.
Downhill, more downhill than not, but the Alps. That's why.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Oh, yeah, the top part of Italy, I suppose. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they actually had the Winter Olympics, I think, in Torino in 2006, maybe. And Torino is up there in the northern part too, with access to the Alps.
Okay, interesting. Whoops, sorry, computer issues. Melmac says there will be a bonus prompt for Italy announced during the first week of February, so stay tuned for that. Maybe it will be Olympics related.
I bet you.
Possibly.
Or
Elizabeth here. Hi, Elizabeth.
Don't make it an elevator, Miss Melmac.
This person, read a book where someone takes an elevator to the top of the Alps.
Listen, Melmac and I will.
What about one of those gondola lift things?
Right?
Would that be okay?
I'm just saying. I'm just teasing Melmac, anyways.
Anita says dinner was leftover lasagna. Delicious. And Kim says, "I'm looking forward to being retired this year for the Olympics." Oh, wonderful.
Hey.
I'm glad all of you who enjoy it are going to enjoy it. I'm more of a Summer Olympics person. I like watching the horses. Like the equestrian
I
stuff.
love the
That's what I
Winter
like watching.
Olympics.
I'm not a winter outdoor person, so. But I appreciate the athletes.
I'm a none of the Olympics person.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am in life.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth says, "Not reading right now. Been listening to reseller videos all day. Trying to get my motivation back to list on eBay after the holidays." Understood.
Yeah.
Melmac says to Emily, yes, it really worked out with the Olympics being there, and it just worked out that way. It wasn't planned. I think she said she had it planned since the beginning of last year. And Kim says, I've read Murder on the Links. It's one that I don't really remember. I need to reread it. And Anita says, I see a cat's tail. That could have been any cat over here.
Yeah, we have a few.
We have a couple. And Sarah trying to obscure Missy's little hiney being on camera. Yeah, you don't need to show the world your business, Moo. Emily's saying, bless you to Tiffany.
Thank you.
And Annie says, hi, all. I'm reading The Address by Fiona Davis. Ooh, that one's supposed to be really good. I want to read that one. She does historical fiction.
Mm.
And bless you to Tiffany.
Thanks,
and
Anita.
Anita's kitties. We'll jump into a sprint in just a couple of quick minutes here. Brian says to Kim, it's not one of the best ones, but I've never read a mystery I don't like by Christie. Yep. And Tanny says, I read a Terry Wilson book a few months ago. It was in the dog series, and I liked it. So more that I bought 2 more in the series. I haven't read them yet. That's okay. Hey, Brooklyn. Hi, friends. I am currently reading The Second Death of Locke.
I want to read that.
I've never heard of it.
Esther Jane says, okie dokie, look forward to it. And Lauren says, Tiffany, Code Brown is actually perfect. He is a cow hoof trimmer, so there's plenty of Code Browns.
Nice. Okay. That makes
Well
sense.
done, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. And Tanny says, lots of pets here tonight. I love it. Yes, we have all the animals.
Oh, yes. Cairo has to make an appearance, so all of you guys give him his.
Oh, there we go. We also have a dinosaur. Fantastic.
Oh, nice.
Emily says to Brooklyn, how is that? Book fan, reading The Impossible Fortune by Richard Osman. Hope to finish it tonight. Wonderful, wonderful.
What?
My aunt finally, now my aunt's a huge avid reader and she loves mystery. She finally is reading the Thursday Murder Club. And she's like, she called me the other day. She's, it's so good. I said, I told you years ago how good it was. She says now she's putting all the rest of them on hold at the library so she can read them. I'm just so excited when someone finds a new author, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Cajun says to Book Fan, I was just thinking earlier this evening that may be my next audiobook. Wonderful. Oh, here's Brian's comment. The love scene parts in Terry's book was mostly just different for me. They didn't make me feel grossed out, which is key for me. I don't need to read about what body part looks like. I don't disagree with you, Brian.
Do not read no books out. You hear me reading, Brian, because don't read none of my books. Nope. Please don't.
Or just skip
Fair
those
enough,
scenes. But again, I thank you so much for participating, Brian. I really appreciate it. So we shall jump into a sprint. Sound good, everybody?
Sounds good.
We will read till the top of the hour. Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
I don't know where I stopped, but I didn't really move any percent. It's just 88%. There's only 2%. I'm on page 576 to 661. So I'm hoping I finish this book tonight. And then I could start the Terry Wilson book that you're reading.
Excellent.
Sorry about that. I finished Merit Badge Murder. I gave it 3 stars. I think I'll continue it, but I'm not absolutely sure. The only reason I wouldn't continue it is just because there's books I want to read more, not because there was something wrong with this book necessarily. So I thought I would enjoy it more than I did though going into it. You know what I mean? I expected it to be more of a closer to a 5-star, but I did like it. And then I switched over and listened to a little of the romance I was reading, and I'm at 71% in that.
Well done.
Yeah. How about you, Stock?
You're on mute, sweetie. There, I got it for you, I think. No, I can't unmute it. I thought I could.
Oh.
I was, except that everything went kerflooey. No, I just like completely lost all visual.
Oh no.
Oh, that's strange. Is it still?
It's just like a.
Do you want to kick yourself out, come back in?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Stormi, over to you.
All right. So I listened to a little bit of Unsub while I was finishing up typing the stuff to Esther Jane. So if you're still here, you've got a book to read in your email.
Who knew that buddy reading would incur, an essay?
And then I decided that I wanted to work some on Danger in the Wilderness. And I'm on page 161 of 205. So getting
Fantastic.
closer. And then I decided, since a couple of you that were Storm Club members said that I could go ahead and put that one off, I'll just go ahead and read this one instead. So this is Dragon Island by Henrietta Reed, because it was the other one that I had up for voting and stuff.
Excellent. No pressure. It's only the 12th. You can get that done by the end of the month, Storm, and get back to the other one.
Yeah.
And then me, you, and Roxie can have a good buddy read I just have to hunt my copy out now. So that's okay. I've got 2-3 weeks to find it.
Yeah.
I should be fine. Working now, Sock?
Yes. I don't know what happened. I hit unmute and then my whole screen just went white.
Weird.
Well, not my whole screen, because I could still see up in the tab it said I was on StreamYard. And I opened another tab and that was working fine. But StreamYard, I couldn't see anything at all. It was weird. Anyway, I read another 60 pages of this. And I also got the Terry Wilson book from my stash.
Oh, let's see. Oh, one of her Hallmark ones.
Nice.
It is actually, she did not write the screenplay, though.
No, I know. But
It's a novelization of
Yes.
a Hallmark. Yeah, I didn't know how many of those she did or
Which
whatever.
one's that? What's it called?
Love at the Shore.
That sounds familiar.
And the premise is that Jenna is a single mom and a successful author, and she has 5 weeks to deliver the next young adult novel to the publisher. This year's summer getaway with her kids will be a working vacation. And then she meets Lucas, a devil-may-care surfer at the beach rental next to hers. Oh, he cranks up his music at night, hosts loud volleyball matches, and allows his dog to run around at will.
Oh my
What a
goodness.
scamp. What a cad. She often blames him for her writer's block, but before long she begins to see a new side of her neighbor at the shore. Maybe opposites do attract, but will that attraction fade like a sunset once summer is gone? She likes
Ooh.
the bad boys with their loud music late at night. Woohoo!
I love
Letting
it.
the dogs just
Delightful.
run.
So yeah, that's what I found by Terry Wilson. So if I
Fantastic.
can't get to one of the libraries that has her stuff, and it also
haven't
has a
found-
special recipe for shrimp scampi in the back.
There you go. I've never found any of the Hallmark ones out in the wild, so that's pretty decent. Good job. Nice.
She's
Yeah.
also. I thought I also saw that she did like Unleashing Mr. Darcy.
She did. That's
Yeah.
one of the ladies in our group read that.
I like that the movie.
And I finished reading Marianne Saves the Day by Anna Martin, the fourth book of Baby Sister. Thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm glad to have one book finished today, and hopefully I should get State of the Onion done before I go to bed tonight, at least. Not necessarily during the next sprint, but before I go to bed. So,
Awesome.
yeah. So we'll jump back into the comments. I keep trying to read, like anyone who else has hosted a sprint knows, I keep trying to read underneath like what people are seeing on their screen, and I'm like, that ain't gonna work. Brooklyn says, it's quite slow for me, Emily, but I think that's because I'm not used to friends to lovers. I usually read enemies to lovers. Fair enough.
I am not a fan of friends to lovers very well. I mean, I think any author can do something really well, depending on the author, if you just really like them or the way they do it. But friends to lovers is not a trope that I
don't mind friends to lovers. I'm not a huge enemies to lovers, but I do like hate to love, like when they really don't like each other. But then, because I don't feel like that's enemies to me. I feel like enemy is like, the biker gang versus it's like enemies.
I'm picturing West Side Story at this point.
I'm enemies to me. I feel like they hate each other like so much that they're like trying to sabotage each other. Enemies. So.
Mhm.
I don't think there's a trope that I don't like so far. Maybe I'm just easy to please.
Tiffany doesn't like second chance
this-
romances.
I'm not a big fan.
I like second chance romances.
Yeah, Tiffany doesn't.
And I'm not so like childhood or friends to lovers. I don't dislike, but there are some that I really don't like. I don't mind the accidental pregnancy. I'm not a fan of it, but I don't mind it. But I do not like the secret pregnancy. And when
Secret baby.
like when there's an ability to have told the father, then I don't think it's redeeming to not do so.
100%.
And I mean, if there's circumstances you can't, I'm not talking about those. I'm saying when there's an ability to do so. But I don't like that trope, and I don't like any of the really dark romance tropes. Like I've some issues.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
but other than that, I mean, there's things that I like better than others. Like I'm not a big second chance romance person either. Partly because I like the interaction of when they first meet, and there's this like, getting to know each other. And with second chance, you don't necessarily always get that. And everybody likes different things, though.
Because like I read a lot on like the blurb sometimes on the enemies to lovers or whatever, and it says, say that the lady moves to Ireland or whatever, and there's that gruff dude that doesn't like the fact that she's there doing whatever, and they call it enemies to lovers. I'm like, no, that's like hate. Like he doesn't like the fact that she's there. They're not enemies.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I feel like they're like different levels of enemies to lovers, I guess, or something. I don't know.
And sometimes, go ahead, Roxie.
I just was gonna say I don't care. I don't care for the whole virgin thing, because why does it matter? Seriously though, why does it matter?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for that, because it's like, oh, she's a virgin, and honestly, whether you are or not, to me, doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I don't care about the virgin thing. When I don't like is when there is an implied idea that because she's pure, because what you're implying is because somebody isn't, they're not, and that I have the problem with. But I also think it's weird, like the one I'm reading right now, and I was going to say this in the summary, Roxie, is I'm really loving it. It's the first time I've ever read this author, really loving it. But she was a virgin and she is older, But like now, since the first scene of them being together, she's like an expert. She's like a ninja. And I was like, what is happening? Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
She's been studying.
come on. You know, but I just don't like the when it's implied that because she's a virgin, it makes her good or bad, because what I think you're implying is the other side of things.
I feel like the Virgin just makes for a good presents novel title.
Oh, 1,000, yes, absolutely. Yep. That's a
more than anything.
The one that I've noticed that I'm steering away from, and I find that Maisie Yates tends to do this quite a bit, is the brother's best friend, or your brother's best friend.
Yeah.
But Maisie Yates tends to do it when there's a big age gap. So like he would have been 18 years old and she would have been 7. And you know, he knew her when she was a kid, and then he left town and came back. You know, but like the fact that he knew her it's always just kind of made me feel like, oh, I remember when you ran around in ponytails. You know what I mean? Like it just I'm like, can we not do that, please?
I think maybe it depends on like how much he knew her when she was that small
right.
Too. So like if he does mention that, oh well, I remember you when you were in ponytails, then that's kind of icky. But if he's like, yeah, I don't really remember you that much.
Precisely, yes.
The kid that was there, then it's maybe a little different.
That annoying little sister who followed us around.
Yeah.
There's this one book that I read, I don't know, it wasn't even last year, I think it was the year before, I don't know. And everybody really, really likes this book, and I really did not like it. It was Done and Dusted by Lila Sage.
Okay.
And it was Brother's Best Friend. And the brother was such a psycho about the whole thing that I got this like weird Folgers coffee commercial vibe off of it. And I was like, I liked the couple themselves, and I liked their romance, but the brother was just such a psycho. And then he was going to get his own romance in the next book. And I'm like, oh, does she know what is she going to know what the competition is? His sister? It was just like, it was very, very weird vibes.
I read all of those, but the last book. And there was a book I read. I don't remember the author. I remember the story. It was like a brother's best friend. And it might have been one of the KU romance books. But like, I think it was the age gap. And he was like 21, 22. And she was like 12 or 13. And she forced him to have her first kiss with him when she was 13. He was like 20, 21. Then they ended up getting together when she was older. And it was just all kind of weird because they really knew each other. And it's like, but did she really force you though?
That's what I was going to say. I don't. I'm going to stay out of that one because from someone who's in social services, we would have to. Never mind. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah,
Tiffany's about to explode.
I'm thinking too much in a literal sense. Like this is fiction. I'm like,
crap!
I outlined something.
You're thinking about the legalities of it.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Yeah,
what is the wish that is being fulfilled here? And do I really want to know? No, I don't. Nope.
And Carmen says, "Hi everyone. I'm reading The Fellowship of the Ring tonight. Excellent. Little Tolkien." Kristen says, "Love that journal sock."
Wouldn't have it if it weren't for you.
And Kim says to Brian, "I've never read that. A bad one either. It seems like that one was just meh, though." Yep. And Emily says to Brooklyn, "I love Friends to Lovers, mainly in contemporaries, especially when the male is in love with her first." And
my favorite historical type are the where they have to get married to not arranged, but what is it? The marriage of convenience. That's it.
Marriage of convenience.
Yep.
But I love Brother's Best Friend too. But I don't like any book where the age gap is where they like what you were saying.
Don't
Sarah.
read no retro Harlequin.
Goes into legality territory. Yes.
You know, but I do love the Brother's Best Friend.
where it becomes a federal offense, stay away from that territory.
I think Brother's Best Friend is okay if like maybe she was 16 or 17 and he was like 17 or 18, was like just a year or two apart when they're closer in age. But man, you're 12 and they're 21 and then that's just weird. It's just
no 12-year-old can legally make consent or have give consent to anything. even what they do, it's not.
Nope, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And I mean, the one that I didn't like that was like that was because I thought the brother was overly invested in the whole situation. Everybody was an adult. They met as adults.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like, I don't get this. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, the idea that a 12-year-old can force a 21-year-old to do something.
That man
No.
has to have some sense and some because that's telling me you're attracted to a 12-year-old, and that's just disgusting.
Well,
You
and like I
know-
said,
you know better.
even just the idea that somehow there are 12-year-olds running around forcing adult people
Males. Yeah.
to be sexual with them, that is just like, that is so problematic on so many levels and just icky.
Yes.
The one that I really like.
I believe Tiffany can back me up that that's like the clinical term for it, icky.
Yeah,
absolutely. That
the
is
the way
term
it's done that I
know.
liked it. The one that I read over Christmas, the Courtney Walsh book, Christmas with the Crank. They all grew up together. So like she was like they were all best friends. It was the brother and sister, and then the guy, and they were all friends. And then they went their separate ways at like 12 or 13. And then they all came back together as adults. I really, really liked that. I thought that was a really well done way of doing it, but they were all the same age. And so if you want a good way of doing Brother's Best Friend, Christmas with the Crank by Courtney Walsh. Fantastic book.
I am not a huge fan of Brother's Best Friend because it just drives me crazy, because it's like, so you're not going to like get together because you're afraid of making the brother mad or the sister.
Yeah.
Then maybe y'all shouldn't be friends.
Yeah, it gets annoying because it's like, if you have good intentions towards the
then the brother,
I can say that wasn't in that book. That wasn't part of that book.
Well, and
they were actually pushing them together.
Yeah,
it was more of an enemies to lovers than anything else. Or
because to Storm's point, I always think that too. Like I do like the Brother's Best Friend a lot because I think it's pretty realistic too.
Mm-hmm.
But to Storm's point, it is like weird when there's and what Sock was talking about, where there's just this like the sibling of the couple. So not the couple, but the sibling, whether it's the girl or the boy, best friend, brother, sister, whatever. Like their visceral reaction of hate. I'm like, this is someone you really like. This is your best friend. So why wouldn't you want them to be?
That's weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Why wouldn't you want them to be together? If that's your friend, there has to be you have to think they're a good person.
That's what I'm saying.
So for you not to want them to get together, it's weird.
Well, sometimes I think it's like a way to have a quote unquote forbidden romance that's not really forbidden. And therefore the idea, it's like the reader is not really being challenged, with an actual thing that would, it's just like this way to create conflict, except it doesn't make any sense as a conflict to me.
That's a good point.
I definitely wouldn't. Yeah,
I mean, and also I've never had a brother, but I don't know, maybe a lot of brothers' best friends are just like, those guys are jackwagons. Why would you get together with them?
All my brother's my brother's 3 years younger than me, so that would have never been a thing. But they're all like goofy because I've known them all since kindergarten, so that would never be a thing anyway.
Yeah.
And Lauren says, "Oh, my animals all fight over paper bags. Chinese food night makes the kitchen turn into a club with everyone trying to get in the door."
Okay, that's funny.
Oh, you missed it yesterday, Lauren. The reason I said paper bag princess is because she got the bag caught around her neck and flew up and down the stairs 2 or 3 times, freaking herself out before she finally went under the bed, and I had to get her out. Garrett actually got her out and got the bag off of her, thank God. But, it was a time. Melmac says, the Italy prompts have been posted. Thank you, Melmac. And Emily says, winter, and it starts on February the 6th. Excellent. Kim says she loves to watch the ice skating. I think that's most people's favorite thing to watch in the Winter Olympics, I feel. And Melmac says, Sarah, maybe it'll be Olympics related. I'll just say that there's a reason it's being announced the first week of February, and that may or may not coincide with the opening ceremonies being on the 6th. I'm feeling this is very vague. I don't understand what's, so.
Read a book with a torch on the cover.
Yeah. Emily says yes to Melmac. And Brian says, thanks, Roxie, making a face.
I don't know what I did, but I'm sure I did something, and you're welcome.
Oh, for you not getting too descriptive on the adult situations.
Oh, yeah.
You're
In the
welcome.
books.
Storm and Brian appreciate it.
That's right. Storm and Brian approved. Melmac says, sometimes I have trouble narrowing these countries down to 6 prompts, but it was the worst with Italy. I had 3 other great prompts that I had to eliminate. Venice, Florence, and Vicenza. Is that how you say the last one?
Vicenza.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You should
Okay,
do
I
like
will
a stack where March
prompts.
is like A, B, and C, like cities of Italy.
Right.
And then go back to the next country the next month.
Right.
I will say the prompt that I was like, okay, this is Italy, is it says where something is leaning.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, I still would have laughed. A Storm was like, France. Growing up, I had a friend, like every night we would watch Jeopardy. It was like standard in our house every night, 7:30, whatever time Jeopardy was on. And I had a friend that would come over all the time, and every single answer she would say Hitler. Like, no matter what it was Hitler. And I'm like, what are you doing, Michelle? And she's like, it's bound to be Hitler at some point. She was just betting the odds. And I'm like, okay. Christina, hi, Sarah, Tiffany, Stock, and Stormi.
Hey, Christina.
She missed Roxie.
She probably didn't see me.
Oh,
I'm
maybe
invisible.
because you were off screen. That's
I
correct.
was off screen.
Yep. And she says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. And Esther Jane says, by the way, Storm, the shawl looks comfy and warm tonight. Really love the color. Yes.
Yeah, the color looks good on you.
I can
It's
drape it over my legs and kind of gets my legs all nice and warm.
Storm's just like inside the shawl, little faces peeking out.
The color is really pretty.
Oh,
the color looks, that's your color.
My last car was that color, that teal color. Christina says she's doing roll call. Hi, Melmac, Brian, Emily, Kim, Lauren, Kristen, Carmen, Brooklyn, Cajun, Tanya, Esther Jane, Anita, Annie, Elizabeth, Jenny, Amy and Amy, Kat, Rena, Erica, Cav, Mary Jo, and Pat. Tanya says hello back to her. And Lisa's here. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good day. Hope you are as well. And Emily says most eligible is finished. 1.5 stars. Oh, that's disappointing. And she says hi to Christina. Barb's here. Hey, Barb. Hello, friends. Reading One Golden Summer and drinking coffee. Oh, Sarah, your video popped out on right when you got your test results. But I did buy that Onion book. I will say this to all of you. Quit making books sound so good. Sorry, Barb. I'll stop that immediately. Every review. Yeah, this book was horrible. Barb, don't buy it.
It was like, it's Barb, really good, but Barb, for you, it was really bad.
Barb, this is a book you would definitely not enjoy.
Yeah.
It's a book-shaped object.
Yes. There's words on the page.
I just got the second Beaumont book. It's ready to borrow.
There you go.
Yay.
But now she's not ready for it because she's not in the mood to read.
I think I am ready for it. I'm going to see. I'm going to give it a test run.
Romantic Bookworm. Hi, everyone. I'm currently reading Christmas Killer by Alex Pine, book 1 in the series, and Man of Honor by Terry Wilson for Sarah's Book Club, both on Kindle. Oh, I loved Man of Honor. That was such a good book. And Carmen saying hi to Christina. Tanny says, Emily, I hope your next read is a 5-star to make up for it. I agree completely.
Well, she is reading what is it?
King of Ash, or
something like that.
Yeah,
I know
Kingdom of Ash. Yes.
That'll probably be her.
Like
she'll be very happy with that. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope she enjoys this as much as I did.
Yeah.
And Mary Jo says page 199 of 564. Well done. Lisa, I was able to read a chapter of Game Over by Bella North. It's an arc. Wonderful.
Excellent.
Tanny says I started and made it to page 37. I also took Lexi, my doggo, out for a wee. Wonderful. Amy says read but opted not to work on vision board because I'm too sleepy. That's a good idea.
I feel yeah.
And Lauren says I was able to get 2 chapters of Grounds of Murder read. Wonderful. Amy says 25 of 217 in Winter Warning.
Nice.
Anita got to 83%. Jill says hello to everyone. Hello, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Emily says thanks. Tanya's Saturday, and this morning I finished 5 stars, so 5-star read, so it's okay. Wonderful. And Jenny says still on the hunt for Beauty and the Beast retelling. I had one, but my mood reading has kicked in, and I just don't want to read the one I had picked. Have you read the one by Eloisa James in her fairy tale series? That is one of her best books. Beauty Tame the Beast, I think it's called.
What kind of Beauty and the Beast? Because you have it, Roxie, that one Beauty and the Beast retelling that's like fantasy.
It's a fantasy book. It's A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget something. I can't pronounce her last name.
I read the first book, but I never finished the trilogy. But
it's a beauty. It's clean. It's not spicy. They have some ants in it, but it's not
kind of young adult. So
yeah, it's young adult. So everything's closed door.
Oh, okay.
There's one by Sophie Lark. It's in the middle of her. It's like the 3rd or 4th though in her Brutal Birthright series. So if you don't want to, start something in the middle of the series, but if you're interested, let me know and I'll get you the title because I don't remember the title.
Carmen made it to page 188, 47%. Well done. Esther Jane says, got the email. Thanks. Read it all. Chatty. Then sent an email back.
All right.
Tanya said, Lexi is watching you guys talk and wagging her tail. Oh, hello, Lexi.
Aww.
Mary Jo says, I think I watched the movie of Love on the Shore. Excellent. And Kat. Hi, Kat. I got 2 pages read. My son and his friend finished watching their movie in the living room, so I was able to vacuum and then put the trash to the curb. Excellent. I'll jump into a sprint in just a couple minutes. Tanya says, for those of you who read Terry's dog series, which was your favorite? Would you recommend Fa La 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 Faking It or Dog Days of Summer more? The problem is that Storm read Dog Days of Summer and I read Fa La La Faking It. So each of us are going to say that we preferred the book that we read because we haven't read the other one. But yeah. Storm, I will listen. I will err on Storm's side. Start with Dog Days of Summer. It's the start of the series. It's only a trilogy.
Yeah, and if you get the right one, you get a bonus novella.
Yeah.
I've not read them, but if I'm going to give you a suggestion on title alone, Fa La 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 Faking It is definitely.
And it also had a senior couple trying to hook up the young couple.
Oh,
I can't wait to read that one because I did read Dog Days of Summer recently.
Because my audio.
I'm sorry, Roxie, you're correct. Yes.
Oh no.
My audiobook for Dog Days of Summer had Sit, Stay,
Love or something?
Sit, Stay, Heal is what it was.
Oh, okay, that's it, yes.
It had about like she must really like sports because I think it was some kind of football sports guy who came back to town, and
well,
so
she's
already knew him.
Big on
had like a little fling before, so and so I said those are the only short like novellas I think works is the second chance romances because they already know
connection already. I agree. I did start to listen to The Perfect Pass on audio because it's on Everand, and I couldn't handle the narrator. She sounded a bit like a Valley Girl.
Oh, no.
Like a little too excited, like take it down a notch, like. So I'm like, I'm just going back to reading with my eyeballs. Kim says, haven't watched a tribute video yet. His dad's video yesterday had me sobbing. Sorry, guys. I know this will get easier. Watched him every day from 2020 since 2020 to 2021. Oh, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, and I gave a little like tribute and thought to Sean D. Stanfest. He was
so sad.
Yeah.
Who?
Especially the circumstances surrounding it.
Wait, what happened?
So he's a booktuber, more in like the Steve Donahue, Michael K. Vaughan universe. An older gentleman. He was living in England and he passed away, but he's from Canada originally, but he has no family or friends where he is. So the police in England are reaching out to see if they can get family or friends or somebody because
he was estranged or whatever from
estranged from his family. It's very sad.
So sad.
I mean, somebody's passing away is sad enough, but to add that to
and I guess Jim from Mystery and Mayhem helped them find his family or whatever to.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad that there's been a slight resolution. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's sad.
it is sad. Emily says, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas is a Beauty and the Beast retelling.
Yes, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I read that and I don't see that at all.
it's
Was
a
she
slice.
kidnapped?
She was, yeah, she was in a way. She was an archer and he was a beast.
Okay. It's
Tamlin
been a
was
long time since I've read it,
yeah.
so I didn't remember. Mary Jo says, I think I watched the movie of that book. Oh, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it more. Yeah, okay, that makes
This
sense.
one or something else?
The Terry Wilson that you have.
Yeah, the one that has a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that one, the Hallmarky.
It was the female protagonist was played by, I can't remember her name now, but she was on The Mentalist. She played Grace. It's kind of a redhead.
Okay. One more and we'll jump into a sprint. Tanya says, my library has the Hallmark ones, Sarah. I was thinking of getting them if I like this series. Oh, wonderful.
Cool.
Wonderful. All right, so we'll jump into another sprint, but we'll go to 10 to the top of the hour, and then we'll finish off the comments and jet out of here. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
I'll be reading.
So how did everybody do?
I got to 84% in yours to keep, I think is what it's called. And I'm enjoying.
I got to page 3. No, not 3. 579 and 661. And I'm also watching Brooklyn's members only reading sprints. I'm trying to participate in 2 reading sprints right now.
Fantastic. She's dual sprinting.
I'm dual sprinting.
So I decided to try a couple pages in this to see what it was going to be like since I changed books. And
Yes.
so far, it's not too bad. It's just the girl and her friend chit chatting. So
There you go.
and then I read a couple of pages in this one.
Excellent. How many
I
saw?
read another 40 pages. It looks like I have about 25 pages to go.
Very close.
Nice.
Mhm.
And
Sarah?
I'm at 80% in State of the Union. And
Yay.
it drives me crazy because I don't know if you remember this from I don't know if it's the same in book 2, but you get chapters that are ridiculously long and then some real short chapters. I hate that. I wish the chapters, like in books in general, be more consistent. So
Yeah.
like I just read, like, because on the Kobo it tells you how many pages are in the chapter. So I just read one that was like 20 pages and the next chapter is 97 pages. I'm like, what is that? Like,
Right? Yeah,
but
that's
I'm
a little-
almost at the end. So I think once I get past this chapter, it's going to be like smooth sailing, I guess. So I'm enjoying it. I'm wanting to find out the whodunit. Up here. Emily said, enemies to lovers is more in romanticy. Yes, I could see that with them being like mortal enemies, you know?
Yeah.
And Mary Jo says, book. I think I watched the movie of that book. Yes, we knew what you meant.
Once again.
That one. And Emily says, hate to love is more in contemporary, I would say. I agree with that.
This has 8 chapters in it, so you know they're going to be long.
They're going to be, and they tended to be long. I think most of those older books only had like 8 to 10 chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And Melmac says, oh, enemies to lovers is fun, but that might be the soap opera watcher self-talking. Tanny says, same, Tiffany, about the second chance. And Melmac says, I don't mind second chances. It's come up a few times in cozies where I've rooted for it. And again, in soaps, that's every single endgame couple. Second, third, fourth, more chances.
Yeah.
True.
Well, I mean, if they were happily married, they'd be out of work.
Precisely.
Yeah, true.
And then they lived happily ever after.
It's a soap opera. They have to be.
Yep, drama, drama, drama. And Emily says, I love Brother's Best Friend.
Well, I like it if the brother's not a weirdo about it.
Yeah.
And I did not get the Folgers reference. Is that what you said?
Oh, I laughed at that because I did.
There was this old, I think it might have even been like 20 years ago. There was
The
an
80s or
ad
90s,
for
probably the
Folgers
90s.
coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about the guy coming home from war and he's hanging out with this guy's not very old, the woman's not very old, and they're hanging out and they just at one point a piece of dialogue makes it clear that they're brother and sister, but up to that point of watching the ad, you would have thought that they were like engaged or married or something.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna
if
have
you
to look
just
this up.
Google,
Yeah, Google
Folgers
search like
coffee incest.
brother, sister. Yeah, siblings or something.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's a Christmas commercial too.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know if my phone was listening to me or if,
Something somebody looks up a lot.
but it was or if it's something. But it like I typed in Folgers. I didn't even have to type anything else in.
Everybody has to look this up.
It's
Big Brother
pretty
listening.
notorious. It's pretty
Yeah,
famous.
It is. It actually showed up. I saw it because I was watching a list of like the worst Christmas commercials. It was like one of those countdown lists on YouTube, and it came up. I think it was like number 1 or 2 or something. It was hilarious. Elizabeth says, one thing I can't stand in romance is when they have their first kiss and then they are naked in the same seed. No way, that's too fast. That happened in my Terry Wilson book. Really? And
Really?
it covered me on the whole book. What book was that, Elizabeth?
I need to know.
Yeah,
I think that was Man of Honor. I think that might have been Man of Honor.
Reasons.
I picked the tamest one.
I will let that slide because they were friends before. That's where I'm letting it slide. She was also emotional. I'm not forgiving it, but I'll let it slide.
I feel like I picked the tamest book out of all.
Mine's been very tame. And I'm thinking, and in my whole video, I'm like, oh yeah, Terry Wilson, she's closed door, blah, 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 blah. Clearly, I was incorrect. There, Brian. Y'all remember the weird brother and sister Folgers coffee commercial? Woo! And Emily says, no 12-year-old can force an adult man. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth says to Carmen, is this your first time reading Lord of the Rings? Some of my favorite books of all times. Tanya, it's just icky. Emily says, if you like Friends, you like Brother's Best Friend. Looking at you, Monica and Chandler. Very true. And Ambi says, hello from my creative corner of creation. Hello, Ambi. Welcome, welcome. Melmac said, ads really bad tonight. Way worse than usual. Too frequent. Weird. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Thanks, Melmac. Annie says, I got to 45%. And Melmac says, I just realized I haven't changed my avatar for January on here yet. Oh, no.
I like it, though. I like the peppermint candy.
It's pretty. And Kim says, all of these complaints are most of why I don't really care to read romance. That makes sense. And Christina says, hello, Roxie. Kim says, I do YouTube Premium, so I don't have to deal with ads.
Same here.
Same. And Brian says, I don't have a sister, but my best friends growing up did. We pretty much all saw each other's families as our own, so I can't really see the best friend sister thing. I completely understand that as well, that aspect of it too. Yeah. And Jenny says, hi to Christine. And people saying hi. Barbara says, that's all I asked. Sarah, yes, your video just stopped, would not go on. Which video, Barb? Because I'm curious now, because I watch them when they go up. Like, I make sure they run properly. So do let me know. Saying hi. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, I got your card today. Thanks. Barbara, Jill, and Romantic Bookworm. And the Cozy Reader Life says, hello, hello.
Hi, Beth.
Emily says, Roxie, I got the 13 with weavers on a sweatshirt in the mail. I don't know what that was.
That's Throne of Glass.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Emily says, that was so weird. Y'all were on the left side of the screen with no sound on, and an ad was on the right side of the screen. Has this ever happened to you? Never happened to me before.
Well, never me.
No idea about the ads. I'll check into it. I'm very sorry. I don't know what all that is about at all. I never change anything when I do the StreamYard thing, so I don't know.
Sometimes it's just updates and weird things. So
yeah, because I've noticed that YouTube has done some changes. Because remember we were talking a few weeks ago about copying a video from an old video, like copying the information. You can't do that anymore. And when you schedule a video, I notice now it's in military time. Like it's like a 24-hour clock instead of the AM and PM, which confused the heck out of me. So I had to like sit and count on my fingers to figure it out.
Just like the other day, I don't know if everybody else had their sub count going wacky.
Yes.
And mine, because somebody was like, congratulations, you got like 5,000 subscribers. I was like, what?
What?
I like looked back and it had 2,000 or something. Then it went down to like 1,500. Then it was back up to. I was like all day long. Every time you look at it,
that's
it was
weird.
Like, it was
the same day
crazy.
For me. The same day it happened to Storm, I went up to like 600 and some subscribers, and then I'm back down to 207. It must have been like a bot party.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, the bots are having some fun or something. Man. Crazy.
Because I was like, well, I know I'm not making nothing interesting. What's going on?
Sorry, Barb just messaged me. She said it's my weekly reading vlog, which is very strange. I'll have to look at that. Because that's been up for a few days. Carmen says to Elizabeth, it is my first time. I've read The Hobbit many times and seen the movies, but this is my first time reading it. I'm loving it so much. Oh, I'm so glad for you, Carmen. And Jenny says, I found one, Debbie Maycomer. She, Some Kind of Wonderful. It's going to be, it's going in the maybe. Excellent.
Cool.
Pat says, sorry, I'm missing the live. The veterans are having a banquet in the spring, and they want me to make some crochet items to sell or give away. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, nice.
Christine says hi to Bev. Oh, and Bev says, I am reading Murder Can Confuse Your Chihuahua. That title sounds amazing. Ambi says, Beauty by Susan Wilson is sort of a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it's short. Excellent.
I have that one out from the library.
Oh, there you go.
So,
and she says, love that title, Bev. Absolutely. And Tanya says, okay, thanks, Sarah. Pat says, okay, people, hit those thumbs. Tanya says, Stormi, I just looked and I do have the novella in my copy of the Terry Wilson.
There you go. So you get 2 on.
Wonderful. She says, hello. It is a haunted craft fair mystery. Pat says, take care, everyone, and happy reading. You as well, Pat. Have a great week. Melmac says, hi, Bev. Are you enjoying the book? I've had those books for a while, but haven't read them yet. The Haunted Craft Fair.
mm-hmm.
Kim says, that's awful. Hi, Mel. I've only read about 4 chapters, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm reading them out of order. Woman after my own heart.
Oh, poor Storm.
Danny says, okay, I'm heading out. Thanks for the sprints, ladies. Thank you for joining so much. We appreciate it. So I have to hop off a little early. Thank you for the lovely chat. Have a good night and happy reading. You as well. Thank you for joining, Lauren.
Yeah.
Kat says, hopping off, friends. Thanks for the sprints, ladies. You as well, Kat. Take care.
Hi, Kat.
Carmen says, good night to Kat. Mary Jo says, page 206 of 564. Thanks for the sprint. See everyone next week. You as well. Bev got 2 chapters read.
Very nice.
Amy says, thanks for the sprints. Good night. You as well. Emily, I'm working on getting caught up in my reading journal. Wonderful. Carmen made it to page 194. Excellent progress. Anita got to 90%. She says, thanks for the sprints, ladies. I hope to see y'all soon. Be safe and have a good night. You as well.
Yeah.
Amy got to page 34 of 217. See you in this. Thank you for the sprint, Sarah, Tiffany, Roxie, Sock, and Storm. Have a good night, everyone. You as well. And Ambi said she didn't read the sprint. That's okay. Jill says, read a few pages of Snow Kissed by Rayanne Thane, page 29 of 282. We love Rayanne Thane around here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Do like her.
Jenny says, I spent almost 2 hours between Goodreads and Google. My eyes are starting to droop, no doubt.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, it was The Ballerina's Secret by Terry Wilson. Okay, that was a while ago that I read that one. I don't remember that, but...
Oh, that's like the one that Brian read, too.
That's one that Brian read.
That's
as
the
well.
one that.
Oh, that's what Brian said when he said
Oh, that's
it.
why Brian. Okay,
Okay.
Momac says, now my avatar matches the Discord. Excellent. This year's theme is birds. January is chickadee, one of my favorites. They're so cute and sweet.
Cute.
And I love the name.
It always takes me a moment whenever she changes her little picture to be like, when she messaged me something, it's like,
Who is this? Emily says, YouTube is putting ads over the comments in the chat. Really? Is lately putting... Wow, that's crazy.
oh, that's not right.
Melmax says, Sarah, don't worry about the ads. I was just saying something to see if anyone else has experienced a similar issue or if it's a me issue. Fair enough.
Gotcha.
Jill says, an ad popped up for me too. Angel says, oh, the ads on the side is a part of the YouTube thing.
Mm.
Ambi says to Amy, I figured is it a new thing? And Amy says, yes, it is. I could never read out of order. And she says, thank you. And cute picture to Melmac. And ladies, that is the end of the sprints. We talked last night, most of us, what we had coming up this week. But Roxie, you weren't on last night. Am I correct?
Yeah, I left early.
So what do you have coming up on your channel?
I might be doing reading sprints Friday, probably late afternoon, early evening, like 5, 6.
Sure.
I might be doing sprints Friday, and other than that, I had a video go up today, and that's it. I'm just trying to do maybe one video a week, just a
Awesome.
reading report. That Storm is the one that gave me the name.
I love
My
it.
weekly reading report.
Reading
Very
report.
nice. Very
I like
nice.
it.
What about you, Sock?
Well, midweek motivation, 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, as per usual. If anybody wants invite links, let me know, and I'd be happy to have somebody co-hosting. I didn't have anybody last week, and it was fine. So, if somebody's available.
I'm going to try. I can't promise just because of how I feel.
Yeah.
But
no,
after-
nobody. Yeah, nobody can promise anything. I understand that.
After this week, those appointments are moving to Thursday, so I will have no problem being with you on Wednesdays.
Okay. Well, like I said, I mean, I can manage without people, but it's nice to have people along if people are available. And let's see, I just put up a short today because I just had 2 books going back to the library, including Whistle, Stormi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really like that. And I'm hoping that I will get my act together and on Thursday be posting my announcement for my 14-day countdown to Valentine's Day from February 1st to February 14th, where I'll be doing a video a day.
Yay!
So I've talked to Sarah a little bit about this, and I don't know if you're going to be in a position to hang out and do that.
I hope I will. I hope I will. I am. Tiffany messaged me yesterday asking if I was going to be okay to do this night, which I do appreciate you doing that, Tiff. I told her that I've been feeling better. Like it's been 2 months since surgery, so things are finally starting to get back to normal, if you will.
And Stormi, I don't know if you're interested. What I'm going to be doing is I have different category romance lines. And so every day I'm going to be reading a book from a different line.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So I'll be doing like a Harlequin Presents, a Candlelight, Love Swept, Harlequin Intrigue, Harlequin Romance. I have plenty. Silhouette Shadow, but that's the basic.
And if you need help figuring any out, I've got pretty much every line ever produced.
I may turn to you for some, if you have some resources or some insight as to the histories of the various 100%. Lines.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yep.
Thank you. And I will also be reading Meet Cute, which is 14 short stories, 1 per day, going up to.
In an Advent, we're going to be buddy reading that one together.
Did you have a chance to pick it up yet?
Not yet. I have to. Every time I pass the store, I keep saying to my husband, like, damn it, I need to stop. So I put a note in my calendar for tomorrow that regardless, I have to stop at the bookstore.
Yeah, I don't know how long they hold it for. So
until the 15th. I've got a couple days. So I'm okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, so yeah, Stormi, if you're interested in any of that.
I wish I could read a book a day, but
so do I, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. I'm at least gonna try and like show it off or something.
I was like, I could showcase a book a day, but yeah.
That's lovely.
If you want to, we can talk about this off camera, but if you want to put together, you and I could do a StreamYard together or something, like not on camera, but like just for us to talk.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We'll arrange that. We'll talk about it.
Roxie, you in? I know this is not, categories aren't Tiffany's deal.
Maybe, I don't know. You know me, my mood reading stuff. Look, Storm knows I can't stick to like one minute I'm reading one thing, the next minute you're like, yeah, I didn't think that's where she was going. I'ma see. I'ma see, because unfortunately you never know what I'm doing.
Yeah, right. Fair enough, but we'll discuss. But there's some great plans in there, talk.
We don't need to do this during the live show.
No. Yeah. All right, ladies. Well, thank you all so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Great week, and we'll see everybody on Sock's channel on Wednesday, and maybe on Roxie's channel on Friday, and back on Tiffany's channel on Sunday.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Everybody.
Night,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody. Have a good week. Thank you.
Have a good week.
Bye, everyone.